And one of those things seems to be the way that we care for one another within the body of Christ. And the church has seemingly cared a lot about um, things that are good, like sin and righteousness and good doctrine, which are all essential and very important. But we can do that to the detriment of caring for one another well. And as an example of that, I'll give you that there was many years ago, I had a brother from the local church that I was pastoring call me, and he was upset that a person had called him and shared with him information about someone else, and that they were trying to figure out what to do for this other person. And this guy, we'll just call him Bob. Bob says to me, um, I told them, don't you call me about this. This is gossip. This is slander. We're not going to talk about this. And I said, Bob, I think you missed an opportunity, because what you did was that this person who called you hadn't called anybody else. And they weren't seeking an opportunity simply to slander and gossip. They trusted you for guidance in how to handle something. And instead of caring for them so that they could care for someone else, you threw the book at them. You threw the law. Well, because you're identifying a problem to me, and because you're talking about someone, you have slandered them, you have hurt them. And what you missed is that in trying to uphold the law and be righteous and be not slandering and not gossiping, and trying to uphold the law in that way, you missed the person on the phone with you who was genuinely hoping that you could guide them and help them a little bit. And so instead of caring about the person, we cared about the principle in that case. And so that's just one little practical example of how we can sometimes miss caring because we're caring not about the person, but about the principle or the law instead of the soul. And so that requires that if we care about people, we're going to have to be the type of people who can endure a little bit of tension and endure things that are a little bit uncomfortable for the good of others.